28 degrees. T-Rex, are you stoked to run out in your... Oh, a little cyclonic spin for us there. Yep, it snowed. Yay. Oh, look at that little action on the water. Big tanker pulling out there into the wind. Still kind of brisk. Not as windy. Out of the east-northeast still. About maybe 10-15 miles an hour. I just checked the buoys. Where's that 14-second swell? It's not there yet. So surf weather is coming in today. The weather is calming down a little bit for a few minutes over New England. Looking out there towards Howe's Neck, Quincy. Overachiever, we would call this. Last night, and the snow bands came in and they really intensified right over eastern Connecticut and Rhode Island. That was one of the surprises. We said we'd probably see some surprises on the radar. And last night's grand total, jackpot as they love to say on TV. Who got the jackpot? Let's send somebody to Savoy, Massachusetts, 8 inches. A lot of the ratios, though, were 20-1 or more. That means if you melted down your snow, your couple inches of snow, it came down to less than 1/10 of an inch of water. I don't know how I'm supposed to do a liquid equivalent with this. The snow is supposed to go in there and I'm supposed to melt it, but the snow just stuck to the side of it. Can we measure the snow on the side? Yeah, it looks like about a 1/2 inch on the side of the gauge. That's funny. Yeah, it was a very sticky, fluffy snow here, if there is such a thing. So everything is pretty this morning. It'll probably stay kind of white today. Let's try another snowfall measurement. It's not an exact science, that's for sure. That comes in with almost an inch. I think in my book, I'm probably going to put in about 0.8. One more try. That one shows 1.5. So you can definitely kind of tweak the data how you like it. But it's going in the books, first measurable snow. Do you remember where you were 20 years ago today? I do. I was called into the TV station. New England Cable News, as it was known then, did not have a weekend meteorologist. We taped the shows on a Friday and they aired on a Saturday. We also did not have a generator. So on December 12th, 1992, the previous night's flooding rain had changed to snow, and all of a sudden the National Weather Service was forced to post a blizzard warning for eastern Massachusetts, where the wind was gusting 75 to 80, and the rain had changed to snow unexpectedly at night. Savoy, Massachusetts, 32 inches of snow. So we ended up going on the air live with water dripping down from the ceiling and no scripts or anything. So we just took phone calls, and that was the beginning of Storm Central, where we took phone calls during storms for about 15, 20 years. You got to remember, that was pre-internet and pre-cell phone. So people called up on hard lines and we gave them personal forecasts and they gave us data. It was a precursor to like Twitter and the internet now. And those were the good old days, weren't they? We weren't in so much of a hurry. Oh, there's so much going on today. It's kind of fun watching the ferry passing the tanker there in Hull. Blizzard warnings are now posted for about 5 very large states in the middle of the nation. That is our big ticket items: snow and blizzard on the north side, thunder and tornadoes on the south side in the middle of the country, coming at us for late in the week. But wait, last night's clipper is not done with us. Look what it does tonight. Generating 61 knot winds at the surface over the ocean. Last night's clipper is bombing out over the ocean, and it's going north and then west and then back down. And we get clipped with some snow in eastern Maine tonight, and the wind really cranks up. And then that system pulls out and we have a quiet Wednesday. And the forecast for Thursday and Friday really hasn't changed too much in the last 24 hours. Looks like primary low goes into the Great Lakes area, secondary low develops somewhere near the south coast of New England. It does not look quite like a blizzard, but we're gonna have 30 to 40 mile an hour winds right in Boston as it rains on Thursday night. And then inland, the only wind will probably be up in the mountains where it's snowing. The rain snow line impossible to get right now. I just think that if you're in one of the areas that got a few inches of snow last night in western Massachusetts. You'll probably get twice that much and 3 times that much as you go into Vermont, and it really looks like an extended upslope event on the backside of that. So a really good amount of snow coming to the ski areas. Where I hear skiing is not so good, although Ross Budd on his way to Crotched this morning, we'll hear from him in a few minutes, or look at his ride anyway. That comes in Thursday night. Friday is the heart of the storm. Lets up in southern New England, turns colder and probably dry Saturday into Sunday. And then you want to see the comedy for next week. Yesterday's Euro showed a system going east of Florida for next Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, guess what last night did? Takes it up into the Great Lakes. Huh? What? 1,500 mile difference. Yup. The storms are all lined up. Now, I don't have an early inkling. My early inkling on that one in the middle of next week, couple days, that's not a couple days before Christmas, is it? Are we there already? I think it is. And that one, I think, is going to shift back to the south. Even though we're losing the Greenland block a little bit, it's not completely going away, and the cold is going to be so overwhelming next week, I would say we're probably going to see that one adjust south again. I know there was a lot more I wanted to say, but my disk drive is pretty full. So much going on. It's still snowing right now in southeastern Massachusetts. Oh, look at that. That is so neat. On the south side over there, the snow really accumulated in those trees on that island. I can't remember what island that is. Like a kid in a candy store, not knowing which way to turn, only so many pennies to spend. So I'll just leave it at that for now, and I'll leave you with a couple of sights from my neighborhood last night, and then Ross Budd, great contributor, on his way to Crotched Mountain to ski some freshies. He got 3 inches last night. He was only expecting about a ½ inch or an inch. Definitely an overachiever yesterday, so we're on the way. Winter is here. Mostly cloudy, chance of a workboat or 2 or 3, and maybe some snow. It's on there. No snow clouds on the northern horizon. Hey Tom, Tim, where's the snow? I will find you because I'm gonna track you through the snow tonight. It's gonna snow, right? You can't hide, even though you look just like the forest. 412, kind of bummed it's getting dark because the ocean effect snow just returned to Weymouth, looking over toward Hull, and also the Clipper snow, a wall of snow coming in right now, Metro West, Boston, Quincy, and they're meeting right over us. Wind up in the sky from the west, wind down near the ground in the north, and I'm sure you can't hear me because of the audio and the wind. Just getting the first accumulating snow of the season right now in North Weymouth. Last night, I tried to do this last night, but it melted. It's not going to melt tonight. It's freezing. Out the door, 8:30, Sunday night. Looks like it's just about done. Can't tell, but first measurable of the season. You know, the most is always going to be on top of the vehicle or the grass. I'm going to call it 3/4. 3/4 of an inch. It happened in pretty much a couple hours. Oh, there's an inch there. I think I'll put it in the books as 7/8.